Picture this, you wake up to a burst sprinkler pipe and a $1,000 repair. That's the brutal mistake thousands of homeowners make every winter. But guess what? You don't have to be one of them. Every single year, freezing temps turn sprinkler systems into ticking time bombs. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to dodge a super pricey repair with 3 simple winterization methods. All right, the very first thing we've got to do is we've got to find the main water source to your sprinkler. Now, in my area in southern United States, ours are out in the front yard typically in a valve box. Now, up north and somewhere where you have basements, your water is probably in your basement. So the very first thing you've got to do is we've got to find the main turnoff for the backflow.
This is typically how our valves are set up in our world. So in here, actually you can see where the sprinkler valve is. This is the main, let's see. That is the main cutoff to the actual building or the house. And then this right here is the sprinkler turnoff. So right there, you can see where I've got that turned off.
Here's a bonus tip for you guys. If you have a ball valve that is broken and you can't get in there and twist it, let me show you a quick, simple trick on how I tackle this. It works great. So here's how I do it. So now, this right here, a buddy of mine told me about this, notching my pipe. I'm going to show you how this works and the way on a valve. This is just a super simple way of dealing with ball valves that are broke. Or even if it's a good valve, you don't have to even be broke. But just without having to crawl around your hands and knees, you can come in here and notch that. I tell you what, it is a big help. If you can't twist the valve because it's too tight, you can always drill a hole in the end of this and then stick your screwdriver through there and then use the screwdriver as a T-handle to open the valve up. So a lot of times if it's really wet or a valve's tough, I'll actually punch a hole in this real quick, drop my screwdriver through it and twist it. I tell you, I keep one of these in the truck all the time. It doesn't take but a second to make one and they are a lifesaver. If you guys are finding this video interesting and helpful, if you wouldn't mind giving me a like, a subscribe, that'd be great. Let's get on to the next section. All right, so now we have 2 choices at this point. Are we going to remove the backflow or are we going to use the insulated box? So what is an insulated box and how do they work? So let's show you how these things work and what applications I've used them. So let's go into this next.
Now this box right here is to hide the backflow, but there's no insulation whatsoever in it. You actually have to have an insulated bag for this to use. Now it will keep the sun off your pipes and all that, which is good, but it's not, will not protect your backflow at all. All right, well here's another style box. These people right here actually make the rock style. They make several different styles of covers. But let me show you. Now, this one is the same thing. It's going to keep the sun off and everything, but there is no insulation value whatsoever. There's just nothing. It's just a piece of plastic. So now right here, this is actually one of the bags. So now you would pull that off. I've got it all winterized. I've got those ports all opened up. All the ports, everything's opened up. And the backflow is just sitting here.
Now this is a very interesting way of doing things. This box is a very heavily insulated box and their backflow sits in there. But now below me on the lower section there, you're going to see where it actually has a heater. And so we plug it in during the winter. But now we still go ahead and winterize this. But theoretically, you could leave this on for the winter and not mess with it. Now, let's say that you're not going to use a winterized box and you want to remove it. So now what I'm going to show you is actually how to use unions on this. Now, I have 2 style of unions I use a lot. PVC, and I also use metal. These are the 2 different styles of unions I use on our backflows to actually remove them. So let's go into this and I'll show you the steps to do that, to actually remove the backflow from your site. All right, so the tools you're going to need, if you have plastic, any type of pliers will work. You need adjustable pliers more than likely. They, where you can adjust the size to fit. Now you can use pipe wrenches on metal or that, just sometimes a little easier to deal with them. And literally, a simple pipe wrench is all you need to do the copper fittings like I was showing you earlier. That is all you need. So there you're going to need a pair of pliers, a pipe wrench, or both, and a simple screwdriver. So now one thing I wanted to go over real quick while we were doing this
you always want to make sure that these bleeder cocks right here, you actually make sure you leave those in the open position. So like right here, so you leave that in open position just to make sure any moisture is trapped in here, it doesn't come out and actually give you issues. So whenever you take your backflow off, what you want to do is get you a little lithium grease, or WD-40 will work fine, and literally spray these threads right here. So on both these threads, you want to come in here. Now what that does is that actually, if you will do the little rubber seals, spray those, that'll keep those seals moist where they won't dry out over the winter. And then you do that, they won't stick. So that is just one trick on a backflow that works slick. I mean, if you put WD-40 on them or grease and you tighten them up, they'll tighten up tight and they will just pop off every time, super slick. Now what you want to do with this is actually just take it and put it in a corner somewhere so you don't lose it and it just won't get broke. So there's where it's going to sit for the winter. Okay, now we're going to actually use the air compressor to blow this system out right here. Now, you want to make sure that's at about 40 pounds. It will not take much. Now you would really think that you want to put a lot more pressure on this and make it a little harder, but you don't. Because what will actually happen is you could actually hurt your valves and hurt your heads. So on this deal, all we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to set it at 40 pounds and it's going to lightly blow them out. It takes a little time, but these little pancake air compressors work fine. The way I've got mine set up right here, this is the way this system is set up correctly right here. We've got our nipple for the blowing. We actually have it hooked to a ball valve. So all we have to do is actually hook this to, so we're going to hook that directly to the valve, hook it on, and we're good to go. Now, next thing we need to do after this point is actually turn on the valve. So now the valve is turned on. So there, we've got everything hooked up. Now let's commence blowing air through it. Then when you're done, just turn it off and unhook your hose, and you're good to go. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to know some other things or anything, just holler at me. I'd love to hear from you. Y'all have a great one. I'll see y'all next week.